Welcome to EVS class. This is Majita ma'am here. Today we are going to study about the solid, liquid and gases in detail. Children, we see many kinds of matter. What is matter? Matter is nothing but the material around us. Now, sitting inside your house, can you see many objects around you? You can see fan, cot, table, mirror, water, and oxygen is a gas what we breathe. So there are many materials around us. So they are called as matters. How do we segregate them? We say table is a solid, water is a liquid, oxygen we breathe is a gas, or the steam coming out of a pressure cooker is a gas. So there are three states of matter by which we differentiate the material. Can you see the molecules are very tightly packed in solid, showing me a square shape? In liquids, is there any shape of the molecules? No, they are moving around freely. In gas, the molecules are very free and they flow out. If I open the tin, the molecules will escape. You will feel the air coming out of the container. In solid, they take the shape. They have a definite shape. I can say that it is a square, it is a rectangle, it is a circle object. Okay. So imagine your building blocks. You are building a house using the building blocks with the tightly packed house. So will it be strong? You can say this house is shape of a triangle. This window is in the shape of rectangle. So you can define the object and their shapes. But in liquid, can you say the shape of water? No. When I pour the water in a cylindrical jar or in a cup or in a bowl, they take the shape of the container. They don't have a definite shape. You can easily pour the water or any kind of liquid into a container. So they flow easily. Now imagine the gas. Have you seen your father spraying or mother spraying perfumes? So when a gas comes out, you feel the perfume, you feel the smell of the gas. Can you see that gas around you? No, you can feel it. You can feel the smell of the perfume. But you cannot see it. And you cannot catch or hold it. You cannot hold it and give a shape. So that is called gas, where the molecules are very loosely bound. They flow away easily. Okay, can you see your breath? Oxygen, amount of oxygen going inside your nose and coming out of your nose? No, we just feel that we are breathing in and we are breathing out. We can't hold the air. So gases molecules are very loosely bounded and they can flow easily. They do not have shape. So this is the difference between solid, liquid and gas. So solid has a fixed shape. And I can say that this table is 5 kg. This tomato is 100 grams. This book is 250 grams. I can say the quantity, that is called fixed volume. Fixed shape is, I can say this is a rectangle shape. This is a square. The wheel, the cycle wheel is circle in shape. The laptop is rectangle in shape. So I can define the shape. So solid has fixed shape. Fixed volume is, I can say the quantity and the amount of space it occupies. So this table is occupying this much space. So if I say all these properties, so it is a solid. Can I break the solid? Yes, I can break the solid. Again it becomes into another shape. If I break the solid more and more, it will become into next shape. but it will remain solid until it is crushed. Okay, then liquid. Liquid does not have a shape, so no fixed shape. It is not rigid, means it is not tightly packed, it is loosely bounded. It has a fixed volume, so I can say it is a 1 liter bottle. It is 1 liter of water, 10 ml of milk. So I can give a fixed volume, but I can't give a shape to the liquid. So there is no fixed shape for the liquid. And gas, they are also not rigid, they are not tightly packed, they are very loosely bounded. They don't have shape, they don't have fixed volume. So this is the difference between solid, liquid and gas. So let us study only the solids. For example, I told you the building blocks or the spring or your ring, wooden blocks. All these have a particular shape. They can be compressed easily. Okay, they do not flow. We cannot flow a solid. So the solids which are all around you are ice, chair, mountains, bones. All these are the examples of solids. Now liquids. So I said the liquids take the shape of the container to which we flow. If I am taking a round bowl, it takes the shape of the bowl. And it can't be compressed easily. Compressed easily means we cannot squeeze it. Okay, it flows easily from one container to other container. I can make it flow. So these are the properties of liquids. So what are the liquids which are all around us? Oceans, cooking oil, honeybee, the lava coming out of the volcano. All these are liquids around us. Now gases. So gases, they take the shape and volume of the container. Similarly like liquid. If I am filling the gas inside a container, it takes the shape of a container. Example, our cylinder, gas cylinder, which we use for cooking. It is the cylinder is filled with gas. So the shape of the cylinder is cylindrical shape. It can be easily compressed. I can give more pressure to the gas and get compressed inside the container. It flows easily. When I start spraying the gas out, it goes out. So it flows easily. I cannot control them. Okay, so it flows easily. But liquid, I can control it. One container to one container, I can make it flow. But gases flows easily. So some examples are your air pillows, the tire which we fill inside the tire. Once a small iron once a small iron rod pricks the tire, the air goes out. Can you go get some same air and fill your tire? No, it just gets out and mixes with air. So we cannot hold on with the air, it flows easily. So some gases which are all around us are atmosphere of the earth, bubbles in soda, okay, the fumes from volcanoes and the helium balloons. Hope to meet you in the online class. Thank you and bye.